Mars in control right now with the ball up 3-0. And they'll break it here on the far side. This is number 29, Chris Page. And Page an opportunity. Lost control there as Lancaster picks it up. Plays it back to Monahan, who sends it down on the far side for Laurel Highlands. Freeing it up to Brown. Mustangs not giving up. See a lot of hustle there out of Laurel Highlands. Actually, that's Garrett Kopich on the far side with the hustle. Almost tracking down that loose ball for Laurel Highlands. But again, the Planets pick it up through the midfield. Have it here on the near side. Page chipping it ahead here to Martinelli. Martinelli has it for a moment before Lancaster sends it back to the Planets defensive line. Page chipping it ahead again, but Monahan picks it up for Laurel Highlands. And now both of these teams just trading the ball back and forth here around midfield with 16:40 to play here in the second half. Now Page picks it up. A little collision there up top. Hughes finds the loose rock for Laurel Highlands, trying to clear it back, but sends it right back to Nick Martinelli of Mars. Martinelli far side looking for Natali. And Laurel Highlands will clear it out of play on the far side with 16:18 to play. And the Planets of Mars leading Laurel Highlands 1-0. As Mike DeRoyne checks back into the game for the Planets. He'll replace Adam Natali, who, as we said, Natali playing the game of his life tonight. A goal and an assist off the bench. Really has been the spark plug for the Planets in this game against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. If Mars wins, they'll play either Indiana or Shadyside Academy in the next round. That's a 7-10 matchup being played tonight in Indiana. Now the Planets breaking down again. Initial save from Mansberry. Did it go in? No. A great job right in front by Laurel Highlands, one of the defenders in there. Able to clear the zone. That was Jake Hughes. What a play from Hughes. Robbing the Planets of a goal with a great clearing attempt right on the goal line. So Jake Hughes preventing the Planets from a possible fourth goal in this game, helping out his keeper Mansberry. But the Planets not going away. Send another one into Mansberry where he sends out. Fanning got it up top there was Golden. And the Mustangs break back on the other side. Weiss trying to send it down the field to Brown, but it goes out of bounds. And again, the Planets to throw it back in. Now we're seeing more substitutions as Chris Winter checks in now for Mars. Off the inbounds pass there. Good job by DeBerry to break it up off the keeper, Kelly. And now the ball free for a moment. Tracking it down up top is Monahan. Monahan works to his left, stops, pushes over to Weiss. Weiss now trying to send it back into the box. Mars playing it initially there by McNanny. Looking to clear is Yo. Some pressure there from Brown, sending it out of bounds. Last touch by Laurel Highlands, and a throw in here for the Planets. Yo sends it down the field. Little header there from Perfett. Played back ahead again to DeBerry. Headed a couple of times here on the near side. But Laurel Highlands keeps it in the zone. McNatt off to his right to Monahan. Chipping it forward, far side, looking for Kopich. But it goes out of bounds and back over to Mars again. As we said, the Planets, if they win, and right now they're cruising up 3-0 with 13 minutes to play, they'll take on either Indiana or Shadyside Academy in the next round. The bottom of the bracket has West Allegheny seeded 4th, taking on 13th seeded Waynesburg tonight. The other first round game has 5th seeded Blackhawk against 12th seeded Bell Vernon. Ball played back to center again. And the Mustangs, Monahan picking it up. Monahan trying to chip it forward. And the Planets, Martinelli again controls. As Mars looks for a 4th goal in this game, already up 3-0. So we said South Park, the top seed, playing 16th seeded Knock tonight. Knock winning a consolation, or check that, a preliminary game over Beaver to get into the main draw. McGuffey seeded 8th. They were a member of the Mustangs Conference. McGuffey taking on South Fayette in the first round. Quaker Valley seeded 4th, taking on 13th seeded Hopewell and 5th seeded Hopewell. Or check that, 4th seeded Quaker Valley taking on 13th seeded Valley and 5th seeded Hopewell taking on 12th seeded Burrell. Those are your AA first-round matchups. But Laurel Highlands in danger of having their season come to an end here tonight. Another opportunity, breaking towards the goal with a left foot. A shot from Perfect, but a better save from Mansbury, keeping this game at 3-0 with 12:24 to play. Laurel Highlands again clearing it down to Brown. Brown with a head of steam, trying to break behind this Mars defense. But Mars is clearing it out of bounds and out of play. Weiss quickly triggers it back into Brown. Brown on the near side, trying to win it back to Weiss. Ridden off the ball again by the Planets. And Mars again picks it up. And they'll send it up the near side. Looking for Page, but loses control there to McNatt. McNatt and now Brown on the near side. Brown trying to make some room for himself towards the top of the box, and we have a whistle. And we'll get a foul called here on Mars. So a free kick for Laurel Highlands from about 26 yards out on the near side. Probably one of the better scoring opportunities the Mustangs have had in this game. Kick to be taken here by either McNatt or Hansis. It will be Hansis. No, McNatt to take the kick on goal, just over the crossbar. A great opportunity from Hansis. Just sails over the crossbar. He could have got that maybe an inch low, or could have got it between the outreached hand of Kelly below that crossbar, but it just sailed high, and the score remains Mars 3 and Laurel Highlands nothing, with 10:55 left in regulation here at the Mars Athletic Complex. Kelly descended down the field, headed there by Colby Tarr and out of bounds. Mars to trigger it in. A nice athletic complex here at Mars High School. I actually was never here before until about 3 weeks ago. I was here for the Uniontown Mars football game, and I worked on WMBS, and then coming back just 3 weeks later to work this game here on the South Union Township Sports Network. And again, we'd like to thank the athletic director, Scott Heinauer, who's also the head football coach here at Mars, for all of his accommodations here today, helping out both Jerry Dupay and myself. Of course, Jerry doing a fantastic job as always, bringing you the pictures that you're seeing on your television screen tonight. Weiss dribbling on the near side. Weiss chipping it ahead. The opportunity here for the Mustangs and a goal! Laurel Highlands getting a late goal from Ryan Gesso. Gesso, who's been hobbled with a knee injury as of late, just checked into the game and makes his presence known with 9:55 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands back to within 2 at 3-1, and we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chester's Furniture of Uniontown would like to congratulate the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team for making the WPIAL playoffs this year. Go Mustangs.
Back here on the South Union Township Sports Network, Ryan Gesso. A goal with 9:55 left in regulation, giving the Mustangs an opportunity here in the final 10 minutes, down only 2. Looks like Mars just might cruise up 3-0. Gesso comes off the bench, and Gesso, a normal starter on this Mustangs team, has been hobbled as of late. Use a turnover. An opportunity here for Mars is breaking towards the goal was Chris Winter, but sent right back to the box. And a save from Mansbury. And quickly cleared. But the Planets pick it up again as Page has it. Page playing it back here to Noah Hudak. Hudak up top. Chipping it to Dave Jackson. Jackson off to his right now. To Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz ahead to Page. Page to his left now to Hudak. Hudak dancing out there for the Planets. 2 Mustangs around. Lost the handle out of bounds. They're going to say, though, last touch by Laurel Highlands, so Mars to inbound. And triggered in from the far side. With 8:44 left in regulation, wholesale substitutions now for the Planets. They still have a 2-goal cushion with 8:37 to play. Sending it on the far side. Mustangs trying to advance the ball. It's Colby Tarr. Tarr with an opportunity, trying to come through center. Tarr was it knocked away by Perfett. And Perfett on the far side, trying to play it forward. Goes out. Laurel Highlands again to trigger it in. It'll be Hansis to work the ball in. Sending it down, looking for Tarr. Played away, though, by the Planets. Right to the foot of McNatt. McNatt shoveling it down the field. But broken up again by Mars. Look out, here come the Planets. Ahead of steam initially there by McNanny. Broken up by McNatt. McNatt up to Monahan. Monahan trying to chip it forward on the far side. But again, the Planets are there, and McNanny will send it back as Mars resets on their defensive line. McNanny playing it ahead here to Martinelli. Martinelli trying to dance around Monahan. Martinelli staying with it. Pokes it ahead. Trying to get some room for himself. Now trying to get away from Zukulkowski. Zukulkowski will knock it out of bounds. The Planets will stay with it with 7:25 to play. Here's Hudak. Resetting again for Mars. On the right side to McMahon. McMahon trying to dance around DeBerry. Sending it back into the box for an opportunity for Spencer Posey, but he could not capitalize, and the Mustangs clear again. With 7 minutes to play. Mars 3, Laurel Highlands 1 here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Morozak along with Jerry Dupé. We appreciate you joining us for Mustang soccer all season long here on the South Union Township Sports Network.